What if your dog isn't just being loyal, but is actually wired by science to protect you even before you realize you're in danger? Because the truth is, your dog might understand your safety better than you do. Dogs have been called man's best friend for thousands of years, but that phrase doesn't fully explain what's really happening between humans and dogs. Across the world, there are countless real stories of dogs stepping in front of danger, barking at strangers, or even risking their lives to protect their owners. But is this just love? Or is there something deeper, something biological, psychological, even evolutionary? Scientists and animal behavior experts have spent decades studying this exact question. What they've found is fascinating. A dog's protective instinct isn't random. It's shaped by thousands of years of domestication, powerful emotional bonding, and highly advanced sensory abilities. And here's the surprising part. Most dog owners never notice the subtle ways their dog is protecting them every single day. To understand this behavior, we need to go back thousands of years before dogs were pets, when they lived as wolves. Wolves survive by living in packs, where every member plays a role. In a pack, protection is not optional, it's necessary for survival. Even though modern dogs are domesticated, this pack instinct is still deeply rooted in their behavior. And here's the key detail. Your dog sees you as part of its pack. Once you become part of that bond, your safety becomes its responsibility. You might notice your dog standing between you and a stranger, or becoming alert when someone unfamiliar approaches. That's not random. That's a natural pack response. But the real reason might surprise you, because this instinct becomes even stronger through something emotional happening inside both you and your dog. When you look into your dog's eyes, your brain releases a hormone called oxytocin, often known as the love hormone. But scientists discovered something fascinating. Dogs release it too. This means that every time you interact with your dog through eye contact, petting, or even just being close, you are strengthening a biological bond. It's similar to the connection between a parent and child. This isn't just affection, it's attachment. And that attachment drives protective behavior. When your dog feels emotionally connected to you, it becomes more aware, more attentive, and more ready to act if something feels wrong. Have you ever noticed your dog staying closer when you're feeling sick or stressed? That's not a coincidence. Your dog is responding to your emotional state in real time. But protection isn't only about emotions. Dogs experience the world very differently than we do. Their senses are far more powerful than ours. A dog's sense of smell is up to 100,000 times stronger than a human's. They can detect changes in body chemistry, including stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This means your dog might sense tension or danger in another person before you notice anything unusual. Their hearing is also incredibly sharp. They can detect distant sounds, subtle movements, and environmental changes long before humans can. So when your dog suddenly becomes alert, starts barking, or moves closer to you, it's not overreacting. It's responding to signals you simply cannot perceive. Scientists discovered something fascinating here. As well, dogs often react to potential threats before any visible action even happens. At the same time, dogs are extremely skilled at reading human emotions. They can interpret your facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language. If you're anxious, scared, or even slightly uncomfortable, your dog can pick up on it almost instantly. Many dogs will respond by staying closer, watching their surroundings more carefully, or placing themselves between you and others. Most dog owners never notice this subtle behavior, but it's happening constantly. Your dog is always observing you, learning from you, and adjusting its behavior based on how you feel. This leads to an interesting question. Are dogs protecting us because they are trained to, or because they are naturally built this way? The answer is both. Some dog breeds have been specifically developed for protection over generations. Breeds like German Shepherds, Rottweilers, and Dobermans are known for their guarding instincts. These traits are part of their genetics. But here's the surprising truth: even small dogs, or non-breeds, can be incredibly protective. You've probably seen a small dog barking loudly at a stranger or reacting strongly to unfamiliar sounds. It may seem funny, but from the dog's perspective, it's doing its job. It believes It is responsible for alerting and protecting its pack. Size doesn't matter, instinct does. And then there's the deeper layer of this behavior. Dogs rely on humans for almost everything: food, shelter, safety, and companionship. Over time, this creates a powerful bond based on trust and dependency. But this relationship isn't one-sided. As much as dogs depend on us, they also develop a strong sense of responsibility toward us. In behavioral science, this is linked to attachment theory, the same concept used to explain strong human relationships. Your dog doesn't just see you as someone who feeds it. It sees you as its safe place. And when that safe place feels threatened, the dog reacts. For example, in unfamiliar environments, many dogs become more alert. They watch strangers more closely, stay near their owner, and react faster to unexpected situations. This isn't fear, it's awareness mixed with protection. Your dog is essentially saying, "I've got you." But here's the part that most people don't realize, and it might completely change how you see your dog. Dogs don't always protect because they're trained, or even because they're naturally brave. Sometimes they protect simply because they believe you cannot protect yourself. Studies suggest that dogs observe their owner's behavior very carefully. If you appear anxious, uncertain, or stressed, your dog is more likely to step into a protective role. In other words, your dog is constantly analyzing you. It watches how you react to situations, how you interact with others, and how confident you seem. If it senses vulnerability, it may feel the need to take control of the situation. That means your dog's protective behavior is not just about instinct. It's also about perception, and that changes everything. So why do dogs protect their owners? It's not just loyalty. It's not just training. It's a complex combination of evolution, emotional bonding, powerful senses, and deep psychological connection. Your dog sees you as family, understands your emotions, senses things you cannot, and feels responsible for your safety in ways that go far beyond what most people imagine. The next time your dog barks at someone, stays close when you're upset, or becomes alert in a new place, don't ignore it. There's a reason behind it. Your dog is doing exactly what it believes it was meant to do: protect you. Now think about this. Does your dog ever act protective in ways you didn't expect? Maybe it reacts to certain people, or stays unusually close during specific moments. Share your experience in the comments, because you might start noticing behaviors you never paid attention to before.